Today we're going to be going over what I've done for All Hallows End. Let us begin. Today I did do a few things yesterday after the video, and that was farming up those tricky treats. I managed to get 301 of those, and overall if we go over towards the map you can see that Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor are basically empty, along with Northrend. Now I didn't do the Dragon Isles and 𝐆𝐀𝐿𝐲, mainly due in part that I only wanted 300 of these tricky treats because I did the rest of the adding up of all of these areas and I kind of stopped in Outland. This is because I'm not going to get the other 150 from all of those little checkpoints. So that being said, I stopped myself at 300, due in part that I can just get my battle pets that I want from the event, and then I can pull in that gold by holding them at a later date, like I discussed in yesterday's video for long-term gold making overall. That being the case, let's jump over towards our mailbox and we can see that we've got a healthy amount of gold for the day, and oh yes, it is beautiful, with 92,000 gold, 4 scrolls of battle shout, the arcane blast parchments, and the glyph of Dalaran brilliance. We sold a lot of those yesterday in a grand total of 92,720 gold, mainly just doing my basic crafting. That's added up quite nicely, so let's go get our battle pets for the day. If we jump over towards everything else and head over towards Pippi like we did yesterday, we can now buy our little Cursed Berman, Widget the Departed, or Naxi. Now I discussed and decided yesterday that I was going to get myself a feline familiar, so I've got one of those, and I'm going to buy myself a Naxi with my tricky treats. This is because then I can hold those for a later date and then I can sell them on the auction house. So if I open up my mobile banking, and this is where I like to keep a hold of a load of stock, because as you can see I purchased some other different types of items which we can then discuss in a minute for stockpiling and holding items. Now with all of that, I will just leave them in there to actually just do their thing and go up in value. It's mainly just holding stock, and I've been holding these lovely things since a few months before Dragonflight actually ended, and that is the different types of cosmetics. We can see that loads of them are actually jumping up in price, in value at this moment in time. Some are taking a little longer than all of the others to actually jump up in price, but as you can see I purchased a lot of these for only like 100 gold a piece, 125 gold a piece, 392, it's currently worth 3,000 now, and then you've got the other one that's worth 7,500 and I purchased that for 188. It's little things like that that does add up, and just I shove it in my guild bank and I completely forget about it. So I think I spent around about like 20 to 40k gold on all of this, and now they're worth like 7,500 to 3,000 gold. That's not 49,000 gold, that's at least like 12,000 gold on the historical there. 6,000 gold for this one, 1,000 gold on this, but the historical price is around about 4,000, 3,000 gold. And then you've got this one here that is worth, currently on my server it's 20,000 gold, but we doubt that very much, so I will say about 11,000 to 10,000 gold for that one, looking at the historical prices overall. And then this one is historical prices around about 3,000 gold, currently at 1,000 gold, with really good sell rates on these. So I'm just going to keep holding these until they go up in value even more and people want those cosmetics. And this is what I'm going to do with this, because it will go up in value, and that's one way to make gold in events, is just by purchasing all of these items. Now obviously my auction house will expire soon, however I did do a nice little look with a shopping scan in my TSM profile. So if we do that shopping scan, I did an event look at all of the items. We can see that the coin of many faces is going for 100 gold a piece, and you know what, I think I'll buy that for 100 gold. That is due in part that the historical price is usually about 1,000 gold, so that is literally 10 times my return even if I just sell it, so I'll purchase that overall right there. We can have a look at it's like 64%. We've got Widget the Departed, he's at 63% for that value, but you want to have a look at the actual battle pet that's been learnt to see what it actually is, and at the moment it's saying about 100% on that. So we want to keep an eye on all of these different types of creatures, so like feline familiar. You can see that you can, if you increase it to level 25, you'll be able to pull in roughly around about the same, to be quite frank, but it makes it a little bit more enticing and all that jazz. With Naxi, I'm just going to keep monitoring all of the prices and just buy out whatever is necessary and then just sell that on the auction house. Now when it comes towards my crafting, I just need to open up my TSM thing, and the ones that I'm focusing on at the moment is alchemy and inscription, because it's pulling me in regular gold each and every day, and we can have a look at removing those because I need to remove them. But that is a standard craft for the day. That's 64,000 gold to be spent, but to make 38,000 gold back. And the greater water breathing potions tend to sell really well, and the war scrolls of battle shout and fortitude sell really well as well. So that being said, I'll probably do my gathering up and then be able to pull in that gold once again overall. Alchemy and inscription, to be honest, inscription is just disgusting at the moment. Just even with the old crafts, you are able to pull in like so much decent amount of gold and all of that, so I'm quite happy with everything. The other different types of things that I will actually, oh hello, I didn't even realise I actually got a hold of the mount, but apparently I have the mount, so yeah, okay, I didn't even realise. Okay. But other than that, when it comes towards this event, I'm mainly going to be now looking, because I've done the candy buckets with this character, I really don't want to do it on a load of other characters, because I generally have other things that I want to be doing besides farming up candy buckets, like doing the anniversary event, so I'll be having a look at all of that. In regards to everything else, I'll be doing my regular recrafts and pulling in all of that profit overall. The only other little thing that from this event that I will actually say, and I'm quite proud of, is this. If we go over towards the mounts, I actually got a hold of the Headless Horseman mount, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I have been farming for this for ages, so I'm very happy that I managed to get a hold of the mount in that regard. Other than that, have an awesome rest of your day. Patreons, I have just updated the TSM profile with the event groups, as well as a little addition to the update with everything else to that effect when it comes towards minor patches for the TSM profile. Other than that, have an awesome rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.